Now, I should have done this much earlier. Thanks for coming, Sai. Oh, you're here as well. Didn't expect to see you, Dianthus. I asked her to come. Anyway, you've gone to some lengths in finding me. What is this regarding? You said you had a question for me. That's right. I have a question about the Hollowed that Omen may have the answer to. About the Hollowed? Asking Dianthus is a great idea. I've been putting some thought to it. About what to do next. What I want to do next. What I can do next. Not that I found the answer yet. I'm still trying to figure that part out. But for now, I thought I'd try to find out more about the Hollowed. I dedicated my entire life to hunting one in particular, but I don't know a thing about the Hollowed in general. So getting buddy-buddy with someone who might seem like too good an opportunity to pass up. Just a moment, what are you getting at? Sai, you seem to know something about this. Explain yourself. So Barker was out for revenge? Now I understand. You wanted revenge on a Hollowed. Yeah, but sadly some other wretch got to them first. The Hollowed is already dead, you mean? Well, that's a blessing. What are the Hollowed to you? While not a personal inconvenience, I know the Omens have had their share of trouble dealing with them. I could give two shakes about the Omens problem. I'm just here to learn what I can about the Hollowed. I don't care much for your arrogance, but you're going to give me trouble if I refuse. Is that right? Very well. If my personal accounts are enough, then I will share them with you. Thanks, Dianthus. Barker could learn a thing or two from your obedience, Sai. Whatever. For expedience's sake, why don't you begin by telling me how much you know about the Hollowed? Just that they exist. And you, Barker? That they devour people. That they possess high intelligence and peculiar strength. That a particular type of ore is required to kill one. A weapon like this is the only way to really deal any damage. Yeah, that's about it. So about as much as I predicted. Anthus, answer me one thing. You said before that the Omens were struggling with the Hallowed too. That's right. It is an inconvenience that they devour Abel at their own discretion. So the Omens and the Hollowed aren't working together? Absolutely not. Allow me to clear that misconception. The Hallowed were created by this star. They were born of the sea's light. What do you mean by that? You could think of them as something of a natural disaster. Natural disaster. Don't make me laugh. You're trying to tell me what happened to my village was the result of a natural disaster. No, the fault still lies with the Hallowed. Barker, calm down. Fine, whatever. Anything else? They must have other distinguishing characteristics. That's all I can tell you. The hell? I think you misunderstood the question. I wasn't just asking where the Hallowed came from. Yet, combined with what you already know, your understanding of the Hallowed is now the same as mine. Well, that was anticlimactic. But it's good information to have. Thanks, Dianthus. I'm glad I was of some assistance. So, do you know what you want to do? Nope. I'm more lost than ever. Here, take this. I don't need it anymore. The rifle. But this is your Hollowed Slayer. Trash it, sell it, I really don't care. You can even give it to some other poor schmuck hellbent on revenge. You no longer intend to fight the Hallowed. You said they're natural disasters. Not much us humans can do to stop those from happening. Besides, I only want to kill that one in particular. I don't really care what happens to the rest. I see. Completely devoid of purpose. What will you do with it? The gun, I mean. There'll be a time when it's needed. You mean, when Barker finally decides he wants it back? There are few weapons in the world like that which can destroy the Hallowed. Do take good care of it. Now that you mention it. What is it, Sai? Then how was that other man able to destroy Amadeus, you ask? Sai, that Moldor person had best remain vigilant. Got it. That Moldor person didn't seem to know anything about special weapons. Oh hey look! More gun. More gun. There we go. Alright, and with that, I think we're all set to continue with the story. I do miss this weapon. Oh, hey, here's that door we couldn't go in earlier. Oh, Sai, you're here. I think that's everyone then. Okay, so what's this clue to the quietist you think you might have found? While we do not know if it will be useful, there may be information in Geist's chamber that we can use. Geist's chamber, you say? When you say Geist, do you mean the one who tried to destroy the world? That Geist? The one and the same. Why on earth would he, of all beings, have any clue about how to end Quietus? He was the one who proposed the Heaven Shell, correct? No. I do not mean Geist's new persona. Geist's former persona? Affirmative. His former persona? That makes sense. There must be something that version of Geist knows. He gave us the coordinates to Lost Gaia, after all. Originally, Geist was part of a cloud whose goal was to quell Quietus. I was also a member. But one day, Geist disconnected from the collective and began concealing information. And you think there may be something we can use in the information he squirreled away? Then, why didn't we start looking here from the beginning? If it were that easy, then we would have, obviously. But the room's sealed tight with a strict lock mechanism. We've never been able to open it. But this morning, some of the locks dropped off. Probably an effect of the photo falling. Anyway, We should be able to open it now. So we can finally enter. Nivalis, you have our thanks. Just doing what I should. Let's get in there and start looking around. So this is where Geist once called home. Welcome. What are you, an enemy? No, I harbor no malice nor any desire to harm you. I am a miniature support device created by Geist's former persona, Geist Mark II. Geist Mark II? Correct. However, I am merely a program made to ensure the work he left behind is accomplished. Think of me as a last will and testament. That's an interesting idea. So, what work did Geist leave behind, exactly? Surely you know already. The eradication of Quietus. The locks on the door here will program to open in the event that you eject the Heaven's Shell. Ah, so that's why. Wait, can you slow down a second? You mean to say that the past Geist even knew about the Heaven's Shell? That is correct. Geist predicted that the project would be carried out by his restored persona. The scientist girl there, Aria, her presence could have been the final piece needed. At any rate, you rejected the Heaven's Shell and have earned your right to enter this room. I see. So, Mark II, how much do you know about Quietus? Good question. Let us go over what we know. Quietus is a phenomenon that disperses Gaia dust into the atmosphere at the turning point of the seasons. The origin of the Gaia dust is, as you have already surmised, the Seaslight themselves. That's right. The Seaslight are clones of the Astrum cell found within the Red Queen. So it's natural to consider the Seaslight as the origin, much in the same way that the Red Queen was. And anything caught up by the Seaslight turns strange. Naturally, we Seth were able to accumulate regular research into the Seaslight. I believe Dianthus will know a lot about that. Correct. However, none of our research was able to detect an anomaly. That's right. Even though in Quietus the Seaslight were normal, at least by the system we had built. As a matter of fact, we have still not found a reason for their peculiar glow during Quietus. But didn't you make the Seaslight? As much as I hate to admit it. That is correct. They were originally devices for plant and Astrum cell clones. But as we do not know everything about Astrum cells, facets of the Seaslight operation are still a mystery to us. Exactly. At any rate, not being able to find any anomaly is what brought this research into Quietus to a halt. But not for Geist. What did you say? What follows is concealed information that even Dianthus does not know. Geist discovered a phenomena where the Astrum cell would act as though naturalized when on Lost Gaia. Naturalized? Correct. To put it simply, it gradually displayed power to avert this planet, Gaia, into the Lost Gaia it was before. The transformation was small at first, but substances from Lost Gaia began to appear on Gaia. They accompanied any energization of the Seaslight, and seemed to have some correlation with Quietus. Hold on a minute, so like, with the Heaven's Egg? Not just the Heaven's Egg. Several other structures appeared. There's a philosophical flame in the automata too. That is correct. They too are part of this naturalization phenomena. Geist called it the planetary nightmare. Planetary nightmare. And so, for the sake of investigation, he decided to further energize the Sea's light. Correct. But Geist did not know the Astrum cell would cause substances from Lost Gaia to appear. The Astrum cell implanted by the Sea's light may be a clone, but it is not of Lost Gaia. They have no physical relationship. That is true. That is what brought Geist's investigation to a standstill. However, he was able to develop a hypothesis. What if the Astrum cell was linked to a non-physical space? Something shared, akin to a planet's memory. A non-physical space? That... It was the only way to explain the phenomenon that was occurring. Let's call it planetary storage. There must be a place where the memories of the planet are kept. And the Astrum cells have a connection that passes through that non-physical space. Surely the cause of the quietus is hidden somewhere in there. If that were the case, then it would be impossible for the set to analyze, given their physical circuitry. Geist had to come to terms with that fact. And so he began to break down and commit violence, you mean? He began to obsess over human evolution, as he could feel his own artificial limitations. But if such truth flowed into the collective consciousness, it would pollute the logic centers of the set. And so he severed his link. Correct. He concealed his research reports until such a time that you would be able to reach them. The planet's memory center. Finding it all hard to believe? I can't say for sure. What happens as a phenomenon can one day be made clear by humans. It's what I pride myself on as a scientist, but this time I'm not sure. What do you think? So, is it like the planet's soul? That's such a Gaian interpretation, to see the planet as a life form. However, none of us were able to detect nor control the Proto's fall. Given we do not understand everything about the Sea's life, how can we say anything is impossible? It is merely a hypothesis after all. It does not need to be believed yet. But if you want to search the plant's memory center, then I can give you access to Geist's energization program. The program should store a reaction from the Sea's light, correct? We will need it if that is what it takes to operate the door to the planet's memory center. Then I will share the program with you, Dianthus. Geist was unable to learn the secrets behind the quietus. There is no way to confirm that you will be able to either. Sai, in that final moment, the Geist you defeated wagered his entire being on the future you will choose. The chances of you refusing a logical end, the heaven's shell, were predicted to be extremely low. That is why Geist wagered on that future. And you came here, fighting against logic, to do something extraordinary. But that logical irrationality is what makes humanity what it is. The unique ability to dream, to expand the realm of possibility, is the duty of an intelligent life form. So please, retain your humanity until the very end. This is the final will of Geist's former persona. It has opened a path for us. We're going to use that program, right? Guys left it for us. Feels like such a dangerous thing to use. Well, he was trying to shatter the planet. I don't think that should be a worry. The program used for that was the apoptosis program. Although, it could still be risky. In what way? If we energize these lights, then we might end up causing quietus early. Is that right, Dianthus? I would say so. While it was short, quietus did occur when Geist energized the seas light. Oh no. I see. We do not want to be too quick to rouse them then, do we? Isn't there anything we can do about it? Not unless there's some way we can stop the disposal of Gaia dust. Won't the fairies make a barrier? No, there's no way we can ask them to create one large enough. They'd die from exhaustion. Barrier isn't a bad idea, though. The Heaven's Shell. Let's see what you're saying. Is there a portion of the Heaven's Shell we could borrow? There must be. If we could temporarily cover the continent with a quietus barrier, then we could use that chance to... You know what? It's not impossible. An interesting idea. We should speak to Geist immediately. He must be at the unoccupied throne now. Sai, how is your plan to end quietus going? We have an idea. You do you? That was faster than I expected. Which is why we are here, guys. We want your help. So what do you need from me now? We want to use the quietus barrier system you were going to use for your Paradise project. What? And here I thought you had no interest in the Heaven's Shell. Changed your minds, have you? This isn't about the Paradise project. What do you mean by that? Oh ho! You want to use the quietus barrier so you can energize the sea's light. A very interesting proposal. I won't refuse to help you, although there is one problem. Don't tell me, it'll wither away the area outside of the barrier? No, even for a short time, that shouldn't be an issue. The problem is energy. An entire continent is far larger than the Heaven's Shell was intended to cover. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would require an exterior energy source to work. An exterior energy source. Could we not use the residual energy from the proto? Ah, now there's an idea. The proto seas light might have enough reserve energy. You may be right. If you divert the residual energy from the fallen proto to the Castle of Illusion. Well, that's the ticket. Seems like we're already well on our way. If memory serves, the proto fell into the Northern Sea. We should rally the airship, post-haste.
I trust you are well.
Yeah, I'm okay. I will divert the residual energy from the fallen proto to the Castle of Illusion. Yeah, okay. To the Proto Sea. We fly! Is this the Proto Sea's light? It's really something. I wonder if it still has power. Let us go and find out. While not perfect, it still seems to be operational. We should be able to send any residual energy to the Castle of Illusion. That's great! We should go and tell Geist right away. Well, it looks as though the energy from the photo has made it here without issue. Simulations show that we can create a large enough quietus barrier for a short period of time. Thank goodness! In which case, I will time the operation of the barrier for the precise moment you need it. When the time comes, you will have the full power of the set behind you. That works for me. Thank you for helping us, Geist. Gratitude is unnecessary. It was your parents who created the quietus barrier, remember? It is a human invention. It is yours to do with as you please. Nonetheless, thank you. You are baffling, but that is the human way. We have fought for the last 2,000 years for the sake of humanity. We are well aware of your incomprehensibility. Which is why I do not mind this back and forth from time to time. Not to mention the sense of nostalgia it gives me. Sigh. Now that you have rejected my project, you must follow the path you believe in. Show me what humans dream. Do what you must, and you will have our support to its fullest extent. For an artificial intelligence such as ours, which surpasses that of humanity, it is our raison d'etre. He certainly has a flair for the dramatic, doesn't he? Conditions are optimal. All that is left is to initiate the energization program. I have made it so that we can operate it from the airship. Let us meet on the bridge when you are ready. Oh, wait. Now hopefully it doesn't kill our plants. That is what the barrier should help with. Let's go! Enter bridge. Get a nice look of the airship again. Everything is going to be fine. I know it. I'm coming with you. Are you ready to energize the Seaslight? Yes. Very well. Fine. Connect me to the Castle of Illusion. Got it. Dianthus, Geist has found us to prepare the quietus barrier. Make no mistake. The full power of the set are behind you. Just say the word. Understood. But before we begin, I would like to address the Castle of Illusion. Can you connect me? Sure. Call in all set of the Castle of Illusion. This is your comrade, Dianthus. First, I want to thank you for your assistance in this endeavor. We are about to resume the energization experiment Geist's former persona left unfinished. In hindsight, I see Geist was alone, pondering the future of this planet, and it plagued him. The resultant apoptosis he planned could have shaken the very meaning of our existence. In the light of humanity's history, he embraced a dream that was out of his reach, and it ruined him. Geist reflected on this and marched forward with the next best thing, the Heaven's Shell project. I refused that proposal. We still do not know if that was the right decision. Logically, it is easy to think it was the wrong one. But to protect all of humanity, that is our dream. Make no mistake. This is an experiment to help realize the dream of every intelligent being living on this planet. I am counting on that dream. For the eradication of quietus, for our 2,000-year-long vow to save humanity, and to reclaim that once shining star. Let it be etched into history that we are humanity's greatest neighbor, for a future where we can work together. Such a moving speech. Now I'm nervous. Airship has reached tactical altitude. Ready when you are. Got it. Geist, do you copy? We're beginning the experiment. Start the quietus barrier. Understood. Oh my! Quietus barrier is active. This should keep us safe from the Gaia dust. All that's left is to start the energization program. Sai, awaiting your orders. Engage. Understood. Energization program engaged. What is that? Where did that come from? The Lost Gaia Naturalization Phenomenon. Mark II called it the Planetary Nightmare. It looks like there's an opening in that pillar of light. What about the concentration of Gaia dust inside? The interior is safe to enter. Give the word and we will enter with the airship. We're going in. Whoa. Crystals. So this is what's inside the pillar of light? Is crystal a monolite? There's something mysterious about it. It's lost Gaian technology, but there's no location like this in our database. I don't recognize it either. This is the stellar nursery, where stars are born. Who's... Ah, it's you! It's you! Where the hell were you hiding? Are you a friend of Sai's? Something like that. You said stars are born here. What did you mean? Was this facility used to clone the Seaslight Astrum cell? No. If it were, then we would recognize it. Oh, right. Sai, I want you to know what happened here. And I want you to save her. Save who? Please proceed. The source of what you call quietus is up ahead as well. It is? Oh, okay, bye, Cryptical. The cause of quietus, Well, we can't just know that now, can we? Alright, I'll save and then we'll just go in. Is that a regular repair kit? Really? I'm losing time. And I sold them all, thinking we don't need any more. I haven't seen a repair kit. Something that uses a repair kit for multiple dungeons, so I sold them. That is annoying. Glad I saved. Gosh, I hope I saved. There we go. Well, when I come back I'm gonna have to make some more. Don't know how many more, but can't use that shortcut. It's so fast. Why are you like this?
Piece of cake. I'm highly capable, you know. Piece of cake. I'm highly capable, you know.
Oh. There be safe. One out again.
Let's get this over.
I wanna hit that one.
Wasn't too bad, huh?
Didn't I? Miss? Yeah, it's not gonna walk, is it? Oh, I did. I don't see anything there. Unless it's a Honolulu doll, which I don't care about.
Let's get this over with. Here I go.
I'm highly capable, you know.
Beckett? No. Or can I just repair? Okay, just time. Nice. And now I head home and make some stuff. I'll catch you all later.
Looks like some farm work is my number one.
Alright, I'm back. Let's do this. Oh, okay. That was a waste.
This one isn't gonna be easy. Let's get this over.
Nice. Better against crowds. Let's not fight him.
Let's get this over. Piece of cake. I'm highly capable.
Got it. Got it. Someone's still attacking us. Yeah, let's not. I'm at the end game, I don't need much more stuff. Any more stuff?
I owe you one. Let's get this over.
Okay, the stun and shot doesn't have an element to it. Really? Okay. I don't know. Let me pass. Much as I want the others. No. As much as I really like this. This would be, getting the attack boost would be more useful since it affects everyone. This is cool. Yeah, might as well show off what there is. You don't have to be hyper optimized.
Fighting. Curiosity will be the death of us.
You
Let's
suck.
get this over with.
Take him out before he gets the stagger.
Here I go.
There he goes. 2 of them, huh? Okay, 1-1-1. Probably has something for the poison. I do, I just...
Thank you.
It already went away.
Let's get this over with.
Might as well get this before I switch.
Not a bad
Done
outcome.
him. Okay, he dies anyway. Apple juice.
Thank you. It is terrifying. Curiosity will be the death of us.
Don't need to worry about poison. I drink apple juice.
Here I go.
See myself a buff. Can't remember which is which. Deep slash, that's useful. Get away. And that's the last of this section. Get the stun. Rush, come on, get your laser beam. And laser. And down it goes. Plenty of time left in the day. Project Gaia. Is this a laboratory? The words Project Gaia are written here. That's right. Research into Project Gaia was conducted here. Project Gaia. This facility is beneath the planet's crust. Well, the real one. How can that be? Shouldn't there be solid mantle beneath the Earth's crust? That's one scientific explanation you wanted, isn't it? Is this monolite? I did not know one so large existed within this planet. Is it really so strange? What you call the red queen also emerged from the Earth's crust. So, the planet is filled with monolite? You're half right. Think of it this way. The planet itself is one giant monolite. What? Planets are the circulatory organs, giant crystalline bodies floating in the nothingness of space. Though the power of one such crystalline body, humanity awoke, and humanity evolved. Just like you, they didn't believe it at first either. But when you're confronted with reality, your next thought is how to utilize it. A scientific group named Animus wanted to use the monolith and the planet to create a supercomputer. Diantha should be well aware of the monolith's property for transmitting light, correct? That is correct. The Animus researchers set out to reach this place and turn the planet into a single giant supercomputer. That was Project Gaia. If the planet is really a giant monolith, then logically their thinking is sound. We use the monolith as a circuitry system between the seaslight. However, why would they want to do that? To pray for the happiness of mankind. Towards the end of the Gregorian calendar, war and mutual distrust grow worse by the day. Animus dreamed of a paradise where humanity understood each other, just like any other scientist. But they did not know that the goal they would create would spell the end of everything. Is this the whore you wanted us to save? Who is this girl? Is she the one who caused quietus? She is, and she isn't. She had one purpose, to grant humanity's wish. Come, the girl sleeps up ahead. Alright, and it's theorized that whoever this is, whoever the group is that caused Project Gaia and went into the core of the Earth to make a supercomputer, is the same who made the Heaven's Shell and experimented with unethical treatment of souls. I think there's evidence later on some evidence later on that implies these people came even before the people of the Gregorian calendar. But we'll just have to see about that later. Have a good day, everyone. We'll continue this dungeon tomorrow.